What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of The Sav Show. My name is Civilian. I'm the host of this Sav Show. Thank you for tuning in. So today I'm talking about conviction, and I'm talking about it specifically in relation to solopreneurship and building a business and when it comes to selling, right? So selling can, I don't have a background in sales, but I feel like it has this sense of like being this kind of potentially slimy thing. You know, salesman, we think of the used car salesman, the homeware appliance salesman, someone who's constantly trying to, upsell you and manipulate you into a purchase. Now, that only is a kind of a slimy kind of situation if it comes from a place of disingenuousness. Being disingenuine. So if the person is being disingenuine, if they are trying to sell you something simply from the place of selling, then it is disingenuine. So it's like if you're trying to sell like a financial product when you're not entirely sure if it actually gets results. And, there's been tons of examples where people have been scammed, rug pulls, crypto, sales tactics, trading software, whatever. There's billions of examples, and they all come from a place of being disingenuine. So what I'm referring to today is conviction when it comes to selling something that you believe in. Now I'm going to read a little passage from a book right now. It's a book called Your Next 5 Moves, How to Think Like a Grandmaster. It's from Patrick Bet-David, and he's talking about a famous salesman named Zig Ziglar. And he's talking about how Zig Ziglar is referring to needing to believe in the thing that you're selling in order to sell with conviction. So he says, he had simply, he goes, I'll leave it to Zig to tell the moral of the story, right? He goes, have an absolute and total belief that your selling is worth more than the price you ask for it. Your belief in your product should be so great that you ought to be using it, right? So if you are using the thing that you are trying to sell, that instantly bakes into it a sense of conviction. Because if the guy that's trying to sell me the thing is using the thing, then surely it's good enough for him. And if it's good enough for him, then potentially it's good enough for me. So by using the thing that you're trying to sell or being someone who has used it and got results from it, then you instantly bake in conviction. And the person that you're trying to sell to will see that and feel that. Remember that the gift of the gab is overrated. What's underrated is conviction. Since emotion and belief are what truly sell, I hire people who believe in both themselves and the company. With that integrity, that passion to be of service, they can get up front. They can get up front in front of the audience, large or small, and talk to them with conviction about what we do. Now, Patrick Bet-David owns a insurance company. They generate hundreds of millions of dollars of profit. It's a very large company. He has, hundreds of employees. So his sense of conviction and what he asks for is a little bit different to what I want to talk about specifically today. Now, sales should feel effortless, like a natural extension of who you are, right? And that is what I want to talk about. Like a natural extension of who you are. So the reason that kind of stood out to me is because I'm on this journey of trying to start a one-man business. I'm trying to be a solopreneur, like Justin Welsh says. I'm trying to build the one-man kind of digital creator business, like Dan Coe talks about. I'm on this journey now, and the reason I feel so strongly about it is because it is coming from me. It is my brand. It is my stories. It is my lens. It is my belief in myself that the things that I care about, the things that I'm learning, the things that I'm willing to teach are valuable enough to be bought because they're things that I have used, tested, learned from, experienced myself. And if I have used them, right, and I have gained something from them, then I feel confident enough that someone in the world will get something from that, okay? A perfect example is gratitude. Gratitude, and specifically a gratitude practice, a daily journaling practice, is something that I have used, something that I have experienced, something that I have got pleasure and gained insight and life experience from. And as a result, I went and made my own gratitude journals because I feel confident that other people will gain some insight or some new perspective or some value from that as well. And I can only do that with conviction because I've experienced it. I've lived it, right? I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm not trying to get you to believe in something that I don't know anything about, okay? Kieran Drew, Justin Welsh, Dan Coe, these guys all talk from this place of really high level conviction because their businesses rotate around themselves and themselves only. And when you're building from that place, it's really hard to build a piece of software or build a course or build a, digital product that is false. It's almost like you block yourself or you filter yourself by being yourself. And I hope that kind of makes sense. But yeah, it's like if I'm trying to create a financial product from the point of view of a business, and this is why I had to, I think, for me, why I had to get rid of the Slap Happy brand is because Slap Happy represented this idea that wasn't me. It was an idea. It was a fun idea. It was a real idea. It had value. It had merit, but it was hard to talk about consistently because it wasn't actually me. Once I'm talking about myself and the things that I learn and the things that I experience, like I can talk about that all day. I can fucking sell you on that all day because I really genuinely believe in the things that I do. Gratitude, stoicism, mindset, mental health, martial arts, hip hop. The things that are real to me are so real that I'm happy to talk about them. I'm happy to sell products based around them because I've experienced them. I believe in them. And yeah. So anyway, I went and wrote like a little piece down off the back of that Patrick Bet-David passage. And this is a little note on conviction. I'll read this out and then I'll sign off. So selling becomes easy when there is conviction because you aren't trying to sell. You are merely relaying the benefits of something that you genuinely believe in. Hence, the power in personal brand and solopreneurship. What is easier to sell and believe in and have conviction for than ourselves, right? If you don't believe or can't believe in yourself, then who else will? So this angle is so powerful because it forces us to stop the role playing, stop being an NPC, as Dan Coe says, and focus on our unique lens and perspective. What do we care about? What do we believe in? What gives us conviction? And that is ourselves. That is our personal brand. So if you're struggling to sell something, if you're struggling to get behind something, figure out if it's something you would actually use, if it's something you genuinely believe in, if it's something you would stand behind. Would you let your mother or father use the thing? If yes, go for it. Go all in. If no, fuck off. Keep moving. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Like reciprocating and spreading genuine shit and real shit is, what should be top of mind for everyone, not just fucking regurgitated, products because we feel like we need to have a voice or have a brand or have a, have something to sell or build a business around. Like, I hate that angle for entrepreneurs and solopreneurs, like trying to, just because you feel a sense of entitlement that you should be able to sell something doesn't mean you have to. Would you allow your mother? That's a pretty good test. Would you allow your mother and your father to use this thing? Actually, would you allow your mother and your father to buy this thing? If yes, go ahead. My mom and dad, they bought a gratitude journal as soon as I got them shipped over, and I was happy to sell them those gratitude journals because for me, that practice is so valuable. It is life-altering, and I would sell it to every single person on this planet if I could because I believe in it so much. Anyway, that's a little bit about conviction, solopreneurship, and what it takes to genuinely believe in and sell something that you have conviction for. So, all right, that's it for the Sav Show. Enjoy the rest of your day. Big love, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Let's go.